Unsurprisingly, for those of us who live there, Catalonia's most viewed online news site, vilaweb.cat, and most read pro-independence newspaper, Punt Avui, both highlighted the Scottish election results. This is not least because in her post-election speech Ms Sturgeon pointed out that the party which swept the board in England is in an unloved minority in Scotland, a situation which is exactly comparable to that in Catalonia. There, where, in November's general election, the pro-independence parties won 43% of the vote, if we add the votes of the left-leaning En Comu Podem, who are opposed to independence but would be happy to see a negotiated referendum, that figure rises to 57%. And the unionist, anti-referendum parties, for whom 72% of the electorate voted in Spain, received just 85% of the Catalan vote. Ms Sturgeon added that not all Scottish people wanted independence, but that a majority clearly did want a referendum on the issue. In Catalonia, polls held regularly since 2017 show that between 77% and 82% of the Catalan population also want a referendum too. There, however, the similarities end. Whereas the Scottish, in the lead up to their first referendum, did not deem it necessary to organize massive demonstrations or to bedeck the entire country with saltires, the Catalans held yearly demonstrations of between 1 and 2 million people in Barcelona, according to city police figures, and Catalonia has a population of just 7.5 million. Pro-independence flags were hung, and are still hanging, in every city district, town and village. And two different Catalan presidents made 14 formal attempts to negotiate a referendum with the then Spanish Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy. In most other countries, a central government would have paid at least some attention to all this genuinely popular, as opposed to populist furore, especially when the then Catalan President Carles Puigdemont declared that the only solution to the impasse was to hold a referendum, come what may. But instead of trying to deal politically with the Catalan situation, Madrid adopted an oddly contradictory strategy. On the one hand, Mr. Rajoy calmly assured every visiting foreign dignitary he could lay his hands on that an overwhelming majority of Catalans wished to remain in Spain. The Spanish government spokesperson Méndez de Vigo assured his concerned domestic audience, equally calmly, that the referendum, which took place on October 1, 2017, would be nothing but a picnic. On the other hand, 6,000 extra police were bussed into Catalonia, where they set about raiding Catalan government offices and detaining Catalan civil servants in a visibly desperate attempt to locate voting papers and ballot boxes. They found some of the former and none of the latter. Oh, and the referendum itself turned. For more on this story, visit the news article link.